Oh, we're just going straight into this. What are you doing, a JoJo pose here or something? You're supposed to bow, not be like, yes, look at me, yes. I'm so great, yes. I'm a Patrick, yes.
That was incredible.
No it wasn't.
Well, I'm impressed. I had no idea how much work they'd put into this.
Well, I have to confess, it's better than I'd anticipated.
That's going to be one tough act to follow. Can we really measure up?
Now I'm not so sure.
It's not a
Are we
competition.
going to be into our songs after seeing a performance like that?
You just gotta go out there and, you know, have fun. What's the point otherwise? Sarah, some words of encouragement.
Come on, don't start getting all wishy-washy on me now. If your rehearsals are anything to go by, you're gonna bring down the house.
You really think so?
Hang on.
She's right. We'll be fine.
Indeed you will. Indeed you
Our
will.
concert packs more than enough impact. Don't overthink this too much. You just gotta believe.
Believe in the me that believes in you. Yes.
This is no time to start doubting ourselves.
What more can we give than our best?
Well, hopefully, all those practice sessions help us get it right when we're in the spotlight. As soon as Class 1 clears out their set and props, we need to start setting everything up.
Roger.
I'm so excited I could
Roger,
explode.
Roger. I like Milliam's little hat.
We're coming in, okay?
Don't come inside. They came inside.
Toa? George? Here to give a little comfort to the weary soldiers fighting the good fight? I'll let you be the judge of that.
Actually, we have a special guest who insisted on seeing you.
Coming in.
Angelica. Well, well, well.
Huh?
It couldn't be.
What do you mean? Why are you so surprised?
Angelica?
You had all of the faith that she would
Looks like
show
I
up.
made it just in time for the main event.
Of course. And I must say, you look great, Angelica. Look fabulous.
Kinda disappointed I missed the operetta, though. Heard Class 1 was really on fire.
You made it!
Just barely.
But man, when did you get to be such a babe?
Well, a good suit and tie are more to my taste. But this was part of the deal I made with my dad to let me come. He said I could visit the festival if I agreed to meet a few prospective candidates for an arranged marriage.
You look great.
So here I am, dress and all. You better get a good look now. Who knows when I'll wear something like this again.
Well, if that's your aim, you're certainly dressed for victory.
Yeah, but I think it might draw out your charm a little too well. Most normal people would take one look at you and think you're completely out of their league. You do look lovely, though.
Thanks, but honestly, I've got nothing on the rest of you fair maidens.
Well then. Let's just not continue for a little while, alright? Just see that. Just look at that, you know? Let's look at that for a few minutes. Yes. Okay.
Angelica!
Ah, nothing like the pure fresh scent of a woman.
That's what she said. Apparently.
All I've had to look at since going back home is my dad's grumpy old face. I'm in heaven right now.
Good grief.
Well, I suppose some things never change.
Come on, Angie.
All right, I've got my fix. Time to move on to my little ladies. Ah, so warm, so soft.
Well, I mean, Jesus, man. raging lesbians these days. They have no control. But, you know, it's not like they hurt anybody.
That tickles! I should have seen this coming.
Angie, don't get too carried away now.
You do know they could file a sexual harassment claim, right?
That's a thing in this world?
It's good to have her back.
I'm so glad she managed to make it after all.
Looks like the winds are favoring us today.
Gaius, I swear to God, you bring up the fucking wind in one more sentence that you say. I told you guys, he can't say anything without talking about the wind in some capacity. I don't know why, it's just weird. Looks like the wind is doing great stuff today. Yep. The winds are favoring us today, yes. Jesus God. Jesus.
I'm looking forward to your concert. From what I hear, you've got quite the show in store for all of us.
What do you hear, though?
Don't go getting yourselves too wound up. Just remember what you practice, put your all into it, and I'm sure the audience will be right there along with you.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
It's your time to shine.
Yes,
Go out
hold
and have
that
the
wink.
Time of your lives, guys.
Hold that wink as long as you can, Angelica. Hold it. Hold it. Make it the longest wink in the world.
Good luck out there.
Good.
Okay, please just skip over this.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. Next, our Academy's very first Class 7 is proud to present a concert.
And if you're gonna show it, at least let's hope it's not gonna be cringe, you know? Okay, first off, this song has a violin. No one's playing a violin. They're playing guitars. Definitely not the correct song for this, you know. I mean, I get it, you know, they're not actually showing what they're singing and everything, because there's no vocals or anything, but my point is, like, I don't feel like this is the correct song to put into this moment. They could have at least had, like, Elisa playing the violin or something. But they're playing fucking guitars. There's no guitar in this piece. At least, you know, not very obvious guitar.
That brings us to the end of Class 7's performance.
Indeed it does.
Thank you all for coming out.
Of course.
What?
Ladies and gents, you've been a wonderful crowd. And we've heard your cheers loud and clear. So without further ado, I give you our third and final song.
I swear I wanna steal my way 空を巡りゆけば We'll be there きっと会えるから約束の場所へ
everyone, join in!
広く心を満たす瞳と涙とそして笑顔たちが愛せどんな遠くにいてもたどりゆけばきっと奏でられるから青い豚浴びて歩み進む道は七色の輪ずっと忘れないようにまた青い空を
Yes. Very nice, very nice. I'm surprised, actually. I mean, you know, it wasn't anything great or anything, but at least they had like a actual like song. I was worried that they were just gonna do a little. I mean, I said that I hoped that it was gonna be a montage, but like, I hoped that if they were going to show something other than a montage, they would actually have at least one song that's like specially made for the concert, which they did. I am kind of glad it was in Japanese because I feel like, I mean, I'm sure the English voice actors probably could have done a good job as well, but you know, I heard it was pretty good. I enjoyed listening, and I clapped. And it was a great time.
I'm exhausted. I'm hungry. I can't feel my feet.
And I'm horny. I'm just kidding.
I guess that qualifies as a success then, right?
Well, the crowd sure seemed pretty enthusiastic. As if I had the mental energy to care about what the crowd thought.
I suppose that's the difference between professional musicians and amateurs like us.
I don't think you guys need to worry. We did just fine.
I'll say, the audience's reaction to our encore piece was even better than I'd hoped for.
I guess your plan paid off then.
Sorry.
Patrick.
What are you doing here? Please don't bring up this fucking competition thing again.
It's you.
It's because it's not a competition.
Honestly, this is what bothers me so much about this class. I know you're tired. We're all tired. But that doesn't excuse this level of indolence.
What concern is it of yours?
At least you could let us bask in the afterglow of our performance before the moment fades.
Still, I gotta hand it to you guys. You really pulled out all the stops for that operetta.
It was really something. You could take that act to the theater and perform to a sold-out crowd.
Great casting, too. Paris fit her role to a T.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but I really enjoyed it.
Enough of this.
You did?
Oh, shut the fuck up. Honestly, Patrick is...
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
Patrick is
by
Patrick,
it,
dude.
Given the raw level of talent on display.
Skip!
Wait, are you mocking me?
Yes, yes we are.
If you're all languid and moping around, how do you think we feel? Show a little dignity at least.
Huh?
What are you going on about?
Aha, we did it, didn't we?
Ugh. Pulling that third song out of nowhere is hardly what I'd call fair play. You even had me singing along. I can't even consider our little wager still valid after that.
There was no wager. Unless I forgot. In which case maybe it was a competition all along. Shit. But then again, I don't remember, and if I don't remember, then it never happened. Because that's how it works. Good day. My word. Good day, sir.
What was that all about?
Who knows, dude?
Not
Patrick
even
is
sure.
just
It
Patrick.
didn't seem like he came here just to thumb his nose at us.
Thumb his nose at us? What? The fuck does that even mean?
Congrats, everyone! You did it!
Who did what now? Sarah. Love seeing you. Angelica. Ooh,
Huh?
nice.
What brings you all here?
Is something wrong? You guys are so worn down, you totally forgot, didn't you?
What we didn't forget is that this wasn't a competition.
Remember a certain little poll where festival attendees get to vote on their favorite attraction?
It's still not a competition.
Well, the results are in.
It's just a poll.
Oh,
It's just a goddamn poll.
Now that you mention it,
We were so busy, I completely forgot about that.
So wait, did we...
They just finished counting up all the votes from the students and the visitors. Good numbers all around, but classes 1 and 7 were the clear favorites.
And this year's winner, with 1,512 votes, is Class 7's concert.
Oh,
Huh. Congrats, guys.
well, at least that's over.
Yeah,
Come
no one
on,
cares.
Is that it?
Yeah, that actually is just it, because who cares? Wow, you won a popularity poll. Congratulations. It's not like you got anything from it.
That's all the enthusiasm you can muster?
Yes, no one cares. That's why.
Well, after seeing all the other attractions for myself, I feel almost as proud of the other classes as I do us.
Absolutely no one
For what
cares.
it's worth, my brother and Charles seem to have had a great time.
Mishy Panic was an unsung gem.
now that it's over,
I have to
it seems a
agree.
little unsportsmanlike for us to be the only ones boasting about our achievements.
Agreed. If anything, seeing everyone having a good time feels like a victory for the whole academy.
You see, Laura knows what's up. It's not about a competition. It's not about winning. It's about having fun. And making it fun for everyone else.
Yep.
In which case we
Every student
succeeded.
should feel proud about
Everyone
these last
did.
2 days.
Anyway, I'm here to shake you desk potatoes out of your listless post-festival comas. Or have you forgotten that we still have the after-party to enjoy?
Oh yeah, there's that.
I totally forgot. It's a tradition to close out the festival with a big party for the students, their friends, and their families.
There's gonna be bonfires, right? And dancing?
Well, don't just sit there. Everyone's waiting for you.
All the bonfires are set up too, so just make your way over whenever you're ready.
Okay, I think we can muster up the energy for one last event today. What do you say we head on over and enjoy the party?
Right. Woo! Party time!
Woo! Woo! Yay! Let's go, baby. Let's go, everyone. It's time to party. I'll get the drinks. And I will save as well. And I will continue. And I'm hoping that I can ask Sara for a dance.
Oh,
Oh? And there they go. Big ass bonfires.
Oh, Mother and Grandfather are still here.
My dad, too.
And my brother, though I can't imagine why.
Elliot, Crow. I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us.
You mean for the concert?
What brought that on? You got so serious there, I was getting kind of scared.
It's just that our performance today never would have been possible without the two of you guiding it along. I wanted to make sure that you knew how much I appreciate you doing that.
Damn, man. Is making people feel awkward a hobby of yours or something?
Actually, it is, apparently. God, this guy has no sense of reading the room, as they say, reading the atmosphere.
Aw,
Reading
it's
the-
no big
reading
deal.
the mood.
Besides, it was a real team effort. Everyone played a part. I mean, look at you. You were a fountain of good advice through this whole thing. And honestly, I should be the one thanking everyone.
Huh?
You all helped me rediscover just how much music means to me. Because it's not just about performing by myself. It's about performing together, playing off each other's strengths to make something wonderful. So I should be the one thanking you. This never would have happened if I didn't come to this academy.
Elliot.
Elliot, yes. Now, Keith.
Hell, are you guys trying to see who can make me cringe the hardest?
Thank you, Crow. Thank you. Finally, someone who understands me.
Elliot, my boy! Your father's arms are ready and waiting for you to leap into them!
Manly voice, yes. Can I leap into your sister's arms, please? Please?
Does he always
I'm
have to say
lonely.
that stuff so loudly? Sorry, I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, later.
Predicting the next person who comes up to us is Elise.
This year's festival's been a blast. I'm kinda hoping we can do the same thing next year, too. Though, who knows if Class 7 is even going to exist next year. Crow?
Oh, yeah. Generally, people stay in the same class from their first day to their graduation, but Class 7's basically one giant exception to everything the school's ever done, so who knows?
I guess that has its pluses and its minuses. But no matter what, it's not going to be the same. We won't have you.
If I manage to graduate, at least. Barring any nasty surprises, I'll be in Class 7 till the end of the month. Which means our time as classmates is almost up.
Now that you mention it, yeah. We'll have to see if we can throw you a farewell party around the end of the month then. Can't let you off easy.
Come on, it's no big deal. Trust me, you're still gonna see more than enough of me next year. Sure, I'll have moved out of the dorms, but I'll be sure to stop by once a week to steal some of Sharon's cooking.
You better. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to have to call you Mr. Armbrust or anything after you graduate, am I? I mean, we've spent so much time together that treating you like a proper adult just wouldn't feel right.
The fuck does that even mean? Why would you have to call him that? It's like they think when someone goes from being 17 years old to 18 years old that there's like this massive change, like you've gone from a child into an adult. That's not how it works, my friends. That is literally not how it works.
Of course not.
Contrary.
If I ever catch you calling me Mr. Armbrust again, I'm gonna smack you.
Contrary to what people believe, age actually is just a number. There are plenty of children that are way more mature and adult-ish than some adults.
Oh, yeah. Guess it's about time I gave you this back.
Isn't this...
Yes, we know. We remember. Yes, we remember.
I completely forgot about it. You've done so much for me since then. Saving Elise, helping with the concert.
Enough of
Compared to
this.
all that, 50 Mira is nothing.
The feeling's mutual. Besides, I never return the mirror that I borrow. Makes that coin extra special. So go on, take it.
Yeah. Crow, don't go. I love you. Ah!
Oh, by the way, you know there was interest on this, right? How much do you suppose you really owe me after half a year?
Oh man, what kind of racket are you running here anyway? I thought you were supposed to be a good kid.
Well, there's this one second year who's taught me a thing or two about making money. To be honest, it feels kind of lonely to think that everything between us is completely settled and done with. So, what do you say? You still owe me?
Come on, don't be clingy, Reen. Jesus.
I swear, the things I do for love. All right, you'll get your stupid interest someday. Maybe.
Am I right? Is Elise going to come up to Reen again? I wouldn't be surprised. We haven't seen that clingy little sister in a while.
Alphen, I am drawn to the party before us like a moth to a flame, like a starving man to a banquet, like beauty to me. What say you we grace the dancers with the gift of our company?
It's as though you read my mind.
I do like Olivert, honestly. He kind of reminds me of Sara in a way, you know, having that kind of playful side while still being really mature on the
don't
inside.
waste your time watching. It's time to dance.
It's time to dance, indeed.
No need to worry about formalities tonight. Let's all relax, enjoy ourselves, and maybe let a few secrets slip.
Allow me, Sharon, before every red-blooded boy in this school lines up for a chance.
It would be my honor.
Madam Chairman, might I have this dance?
Of course. Given that our former partners left the dance all too soon, we seem to make for an appropriate pair.
I suppose you're right.
Instructor, I cannot thank you enough for all you've done for my daughter. I can, however, ask you for the pleasure of this dance.
You know what? I allow this. You know what? Viscount Arcade has my respect.
Really? Ooh, he's just my type, too.
Sara, no, okay, now I don't allow. No, I don't allow this now.
Oh, just talking to myself.
I don't allow this now. You've ruined it.
Well, I'll be
I
dancing
respect
with all my little
Viscount
kids
Arcade.
for the night. But I suppose I can let you take the first dance.
Well, I don't mind. But seeing you in that dress is enough to make any guy feel intimidated.
They waste no time, do they?
It's no surprise that my grandfather made a beeline for Sharon, but I never expected to see Mother dancing.
In some ways, it seems as though they're younger than we are.
Not necessarily. Once you get older, you enjoy the little things. Whenever you can get them. And what a surprise. I fucking knew it.
Everyone's having fun, though. Shall we join them?
You've given me more than enough of your time already today. Between showing me around and your incredible concert, you must be exhausted. And besides, I'm sure there's someone else you'd rather dance with here. Why not ask them instead?
There is, actually. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, wait. Thank God. I didn't see the instructor in front of Sara, so I was like, what the fuck? It's not there?
I knew it.
Of course you did. You think it wasn't obvious at this point?
So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own, though.
I'm fine, really. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Well, okay.
Where is the music anyway? How would they even get music here? Is someone playing music? I mean, this piano music definitely doesn't make sense. There's no way they have a piano here. I guess maybe a keyboard, but then how would they power it all the way out here?
He's such an
Questions. What do you mean he's such an idiot? That he didn't dance with you? That he didn't see how you feel? I'm sorry, but you're the little sister. We're not doing the anime little sister thing here. Don't even try it.
Oh, Elise. Your Highness? The
Don't
generally
encourage
accepted
her.
strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be more than accommodating.
No, he would actually not be. Because that's cringe, bro.
It's fine.
Cringe.
Honestly.
Cringe, bro.
Instructor?
Oh, it's you.
Yikes. You sound like you just got dumped.
For your information, I wasn't dumped. The Viscount and I finished our dance and he went on his way. But what are you doing here? Are you sure you should be leaving your sister alone with Patrick on the prowl?
Well, she can take care of herself. And besides, she was the one who encouraged me to come your way. Will you dance with me? I know the Viscount's a hard act to follow, but still.
Well, well, Reem Schwarzer. I always knew one day you'd recognize me for the paragon of womanhood I am.
Oh, indeed. We recognized it the first time we saw her.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were ready to graduate from giggling schoolgirls up to ladies with real class.
Indeed we are. Indeed we are, my friends. Indeed we are.
Let me guess. I should come back in a few years?
No, we can let you skip a couple of grades for the night. Just don't expect me to lead.
I'm sure I'll manage.
This does bring a smile to my face. You know, back in my day, if I had a teacher like this, God, school would have been so much more interesting.
That's the stuff.
You look happy.
After all this hard work, I deserve a little bit of fun. And with the way you led, I'd say you do too. I'm surprised you don't sweep more ladies off their feet.
Jeez, when you put it like that, it makes me sound like some Casanova with a rose clenched in my teeth. I can't imagine that I was even half as good as the Viscount.
You weren't. But that doesn't mean you didn't have a certain youthful charm. Besides, I had fun. You're not the only student who asked me to dance, but you're one of the few who knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Speaking of youthful charm, if you don't mind me asking, what were you doing back before you became a bracer?
Well, have you ever heard of a country called Northumbria? It's north of the Empire, if the name didn't tip you off. That's where I'm from.
Northumbria, huh? I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard it's a hard place to eke out a living.
Interesting, interesting. Sara backstory.
That's a nice way of putting it. The climate alone keeps a lot of people out, and that's the least of its problems. The only thing keeping the country afloat financially at this point is a single Jaeger Corps that got its start there.
Supported by a Jaeger Corps?
I'm guessing it's like a collection of hardened warriors.
So if you've ever wondered why I'm big on telling you guys to go out and enjoy life while you're still young, that's why. It's not really like me to get all sentimental, but I can't help but want you guys to enjoy what I never could.
Instructor Sara, it's not too late, you know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you about to profess your undying love for me or something?
You're no less a bona fide member of Class 7 than I am. And you're still young, so it may be a little belated, but why not enjoy your youth with us? We're all in this together.
I can't believe I'm finding comfort in the arms of a younger man. I can tell you put your heart into that one. But really, that's like a B-rank pickup line at best.
I'm not trying to hit on you. I meant it.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that, lover boy. Whatever the reason, though, it made me happy to hear. One of these days, I'm gonna have to drag you along to this great bar I know. Once you're old enough to drink, anyway.
And here I was hoping you were offering to sneak me in. After that, I went back to see Elise.
Achievement unlocked. Hot for teacher. Indeed we are, my friends. Indeed we are. But it does seem, it would appear that we need to improve our pickup line game. You gotta improve enough to get at least to an A rank pickup line.
But by then, that memorable evening was approaching its end.
Reen? Elise?
Claire?
Icy Maiden.
Good evening, Captain. You must be exhausted.
Well, it's not as though I performed on stage in front of an auditorium full of people or anything. I really enjoyed your concert, by the way. That's the kind of thing that makes me proud to be an alumnus.
Wait, what?
Why
You're
is
a student here?
Why is that such a surprise?
That's right. I was part of the Academy's 216th graduating class. And since you'll be part of its 221st, I suppose that makes me 5 years your senior.
I had no idea. Why didn't you mention it until just now?
Given that we only ever met while you were on your field studies, it didn't seem pertinent. Besides, once people graduate, they tend to leave their ties to their school behind, especially here at Thor's.
Because it's a military academy?
Exactly. Roughly 40% of the graduates here go on to join the military. Not always the same branch or even the same army. About 30% join the Imperial Army, and 10% go to a provincial force. Students who are best friends one day might find themselves enemies the next.
Reen.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill your happy mood like this. But I'm sure you're well aware of what may lie ahead. That we're teetering on the brink of an era of upheaval.
I'm aware.
Does this have something to do with the issues in Crossbell I've been hearing about?
Trouble is brewing.
Yes, amongst other things. It seems as though everyone on the continent is ready to go to war with everyone else. But that's why it's so important that we're able to stand strong no matter what happens. Though, judging by how well Class 7 has performed on their field studies, I'm sure you'll all be fine in that regard. Here's hoping that I get the chance to help you out again sometime. Even if I'll have to be careful not to draw the ire of that instructor of yours while I'm doing so.
I'm just glad to know that you have her back. Thank you for that.
You're quite well... Please, excuse me a moment. Yes, Revelt speaking. Mm-hmm. What?
What's going on?
And you're certain of this? Understood. I'll return at once. Yes, I will escort them back to Valflame Palace myself. I'm afraid I have to excuse myself.
Huh? Huh? Guessing something happened and they're being called back? She did say we are basically teetering on the brink of war.
Really sorry, Elise. My brothers requested that we return to Heimdall right away. But as we're going back by car, I thought I'd offer you a ride home. But...
Elise, I think you should go back with them for now. I'll call you later to make sure you're okay.
Well, all right.
Sorry to drop this on you so quickly, Reen. I'm sure someone from the Academy will fill you in shortly.
Fill me in? On what?
If you'll excuse us.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to get Elise back to the Academy safely.
Has the first move been made?
Reen!
Does anyone have any idea what's going on?
I'm afraid not. I've never seen Father behave like that before.
My mother's the same way. She got a message of some kind and just changed.
Ditto my father. I think it was someone from Heimdall who got in touch with him.
One thing is certain. Something terrible has happened.
My dad turned pale and was gone before I could ask what happened. It sounded like he received a report from Instructor Neidhart, though.
Hold on. Neidhart's supposed to be... He was at Gorelia Fortress with the 4th Armored Division on some sort of mission, right?
Speaking of which, has anyone seen Toa or Instructor Sara?
Speak of the devil.
Students and visitors, I cannot thank you enough for your attendance today. I hereby proclaim the 127th Thor's Military Academy Festival complete.
All hail Britannia! Yes.
But I am afraid I must announce this with a heavy heart, as we have just received word from the Imperial Government that this evening, Gorelia Fortress, which rests on the eastern border of the Empire, has been destroyed. No. Destruction is an inadequate word. An unknown weapon has erased the fortress in its entirety from existence.
Well, that's interesting. Seems things got even more complicated than I realized.
I would ask that all of our guests, from that region or otherwise, please try to remain calm.
I mean, they said it's just Gorelia Fortress, right? The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Like a week later. In the days that followed, tension gripped the nation like never before. What the fuck? Gorelia Fortress annihilated. A photo of the gaping chasm left where Gorelia Fortress once stood made the Imperial Chronicles front page. And the sight of the aftermath was enough to fill the citizens with a sense of inescapable dread. What am I looking at here? Trying to make sense of this picture, but is it like a goddamn, what do you call it? Like a flaya? You know, if you've ever seen Code Geass? Was it like a flaya that kind of made like a massive hole in the ground? All the while, unconfirmed reports that several armored divisions had attempted to invade Crossbell had begun to spread. And in every one of those reports, the message was the same. They'd been repelled almost effortlessly. Yeah, I figured. Like I said, there's no way Crossbell would declare independence without some sort of plan. Most likely they had some sort of secret weapon. Erebonia was starting to feel the effects of the IBC's asset freeze, too. And things didn't look good for the economy. As things stood, it was only a matter of time before we faced a spike in corporate bankruptcies and record unemployment. Faced with this crisis, the Imperial government and the officials in Heimdall began working to remedy the situation. Rumors were also spreading that Erebonia's longtime enemy, the Calvard Republic, had thrown its weight behind Crossbell. And with the fortress that once served to safeguard the Empire gone, many speculated that an invasion was only a matter of time. Very, very interesting. Seems they have gotten a hold of some sort of ancient weapon, most likely. Or technology.
I can't take this anymore.
Shut up, Matthias.
Where is she? Homeroom was supposed to start ages ago.
Why are you yelling? She's probably busy. I wouldn't be surprised if Instructor Sara is called to military
Not surprised just
action.
yet.
Exactly.
The instructors are probably all busy trying to figure out what to do.
That seems more than likely. This morning's meeting has already blown past its normal ending time.
It's still hard for me to believe all of this is really happening. Having been there, the idea that Gorellia Fortress just vanished is difficult to comprehend.
Not all of it, I heard. There are still some parts left and almost untouched. But Instructor Neidhart making it out of there alive was nothing short of a miracle, though.
Those huge railway guns were part of the section that's gone too.
Now that I think about it, it could be that they were teleported instead, not just destroyed. Like a whole section, the entire base could have been moved to a different location.
If I hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be kind of hard to believe.
What kind of weapon is even capable of doing something like that? I find myself doubtful that any human could create something so powerful.
We just don't know. All we do know is that it's impossible to make a weapon that powerful even with today's most advanced orbital technology.
And yet here we are, with just such a weapon in the hands of what's always been seen as a mere vassal state. The Imperial Army has their work cut out for them, I'll say that much.
Well, no one said it was Crossbell that did it.
I'm worried about what's going on in the capital, too. It sounds like there have been even more demonstrations going on there these past few days.
Down with Crossbell, they say. Point our guns towards the east.
Is there even any truth to those rumors that Calvard's planning an invasion?
I'm pretty sure it's all nonsense, but considering how there have been tensions between us and them for years, people are just more inclined to believe it. Rumors are just that. We need to be careful not to be misled by half-truths and speculation. If possible, we should find out exactly what's happening for ourselves.
Yeah, over the year, we've seen how things are across the Empire with our own eyes. And now's as good a time as any to put that knowledge to use.
Well said. We've had quite the education in getting to the truth behind all the headlines.
That seems to have been a running theme of most of our field studies.
Still, we seem to be missing two of our illustrious members.
Well, Milliam is still part of the military,
Well,
I'm
there's
guessing.
nothing strange about Crow's habitual truancy. Or
Then
did he
Crow
already
is-
transfer back to his original class?
Yeah.
No, he said he was going to be with us through the end of the month. As for Million, though, I'm not sure.
You don't think it's something to do with the intelligence division, do you?
Obviously.
She is an agent of theirs.
It's kind of easy to forget that, given how she usually is.
It does concern me that none of us have seen her.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Sarah,
Oh,
a sight for sore
Are
eyes.
we starting homeroom?
Not today, I'm afraid. All classes have been canceled. You can either stay here in the building and study until school's out, or go back to the dorm.
So wait,
Has something happened?
Not yet, but it will. Chancellor Osborne's going to be addressing the nation from Dreikel's Plaza at noon. It's set to be broadcast across the entire Empire.
A national address?
Sounds pretty serious.
and given the timing.
Indeed. It's not hard to imagine what's on his agenda.
Come on, guys. Straighten up. You're students of Thor's Military Academy, and that makes you all cadets. Whatever careers you choose, military or civilian, you need to know how to act decisively in an emergency. So right now, I don't want you to look away from what's happening in the world. I want you to face it straight.
Will do.
You're right. Now's not the time to lose heart.
As for Osborne's speech, apparently we'll be setting up radios in each classroom so the students can listen to the national address. So if you want to follow along, be sure to be back here by noon.
I suppose I might as well listen to it here then.
Same here. I don't even have a radio.
I do, but for something like this, I'd rather not listen to it alone.
Well then, we can all share in the joy of hearing the melodious voice of our esteemed Chancellor. Maybe I should haul in some beer and snacks. That's the only way I'll stay sane through the entire broadcast.
I'll take some as well. Thank you.
What should we do about Crow and Milliam, though? None of us have seen either of them all day. Do you know where they are?
Can't say I do. Crow's practically made a career out of playing hooky, but I did see Milliam earlier this morning.
Oh, so she's still on campus?
At least that means she wasn't called away by the intelligence division.
I'd been thinking along those lines, but when I asked her, she just shrugged and said, "No news from the top." Oh, just a little bracer to bracer information swapping.
Okay.
Yes, but lest you forget, she excels at giving us the runaround.
At least it doesn't sound like she's in trouble.
We'll just have to tell them we're meeting here at noon if we run into them before then.
Yeah, will do.
I guess everyone's going to check in with their clubs. Looks like I have some free time. Might as well see if I can track down Crow and Milliam. At least it sounds like Milliam is probably somewhere on campus. Crow, though? He could be anywhere. Probably best to check with Toa and George first. Maybe they know something.
Oh? Honestly? Oh, we still have things to do. Interesting. I honestly thought we would be going straight to the ending, but, there's more. Unfortunately, I cannot continue today. I got things to do. Time is running out. But this is merely the first move in the game. Anyway, this has been The Legend of Heroes. Trails of Cold Steel 1.